Hey there, Rough Cutters. It's Friday here on the Rough Cuts. Corey from CoreyBrownReviews doing a quick review of one of my favorite comedies of all time, The Girl Next Door. I don't know. I guess you could say I'm more so into raunchier type comedies like the American Pie films, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Recently, I just saw Bridesmaids. That was really good. I guess I'm just more so into these type of films than maybe more so subtle comedies, but I don't know, I guess it just kind of appeals to my sense of humor. But it's directed by Luke Greenfield, who just recently came out with the film Something Borrowed, which a lot of people didn't like. It has Emile Hersh from like Speed Racer and Into the Wild, Elisha Cuthbert from that new show Happy Endings on ABC, Timothy Olyphant from Justified, Chris Marquette from Fanboys, and Paul Dano from There Will Be Blood. And what the film's about, it's about Matthew Kidman, about to graduate high school. He's a straight A student, kind of the nerd in his school, only has 2 friends, wants to hang out with the popular crowd, wants to have a girlfriend. He's about to do this very important speech to try to get into a nice college. He keeps trying to impress his parents, live up to their expectations. He's kind of tired of that, wants a normal life. And then the girl next door moves in, played by Elisha Cuthbert. I think her name's Danielle. She moves in to house sit for her aunt, I believe. And then they kind of form a friendship, and it turns into a relationship, then turns into, them two fall in love with one another. And Matthew just does not know why a girl like that would fall for him. But then he finds out that she used to be a porn star, and he kind of gets scared and intimidated by that. But she's like, she tries to help out the relationship because she also wants a normal life and wants someone normal in it instead of kind of this whole porn atmosphere that she's used to being around. But then her porn star manager, played by Timothy Olyphant, comes back into town and says, "Hey, I need you back in the porn industry." She agrees. Insanity and more comedy ensues, and Matthew kind of has to fight for the girl of his dreams. Now, that's pretty much what the film's about. I think it's a perfect film in my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people probably will pick up many flaws in their opinion, but I don't know. I've seen this film probably like 30 times. I saw it like 5 times when it came out in theaters. I just think it's kind of perfect. If I were a director and I wanted to direct a comedy that I would find perfect and that I could show off to everyone and not be ashamed of, it would be The Girl Next Door. I just really can't find anything wrong with this movie. It's just the type of comedy I really enjoy that I could watch on repeat. And yeah, it's a great film that really takes its time. It's a really bold movie. It goes in a lot of places you wouldn't expect a comedy like this to go. Like I said, it's almost like 2 hours long, so it really lets everything kind of unfold nicely. All the character development is really strong. All the story development is really strong. Everything's just there. Everything just seems to work. It's perfectly put in place. Everything is just kind of right on track for a comedy of this sort, which usually comedies like this are always like rushed. They're always, hour and a half. So there's always kind of some missing, character development, or, some characters are not in the film that long, or there's always something wrong with them. But this movie, everything just works. It just flows really nicely. And for a movie like this, it has really great acting as well. Fantastic acting by the whole cast. There's even a few porn stars, actual porn stars in this film, that also do a great job. So the director, Luke Greenfield, found a great way to get awesome performances by everyone in the entire cast. This movie has a great amount of comedy, drama, romance, but it also has suspense. Like there's a few times in this movie that there's actually jump scares. No joke, there are jump scares in this film. It's kind of interesting. I mean, like I said, the movie's really bold. It goes in a lot of places you wouldn't expect a film like this to go. It's hilarious. The story's amazing. Also the soundtrack, the way it opens up with Queen, David Bowie's Under Pressure is awesome. Also has like David Gray in there as one of the main themes. Yeah, I mean, it's just a fantastic, fantastic film. I mean, to me, it's much more than just a comedy. There's so much more going on with this film. It's awesome. I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy it. If you have seen The Girl Next Door, let me know your thoughts about it. I personally kind of find it a perfect film, in my opinion at least. So I'd really like to know your thoughts on the film if you have seen it. And I recommend it for people who haven't seen it. Definitely check it out. Probably go out and buy it. If you haven't seen the movie, and if you're into these kind of raunchy comedies, raunchy teenage comedies. I'd recommend just going out and buying it because it's probably pretty cheap everywhere nowadays since it came out in 2004, and it's just really good. I'd recommend the Blu-ray as well. It's packed with a lot of features and stuff. So great film. Yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts on it. And until next week, Corey from Corey Brown Reviews. See y'all later.